Moving on now, and back pain is one of the most common orthopaedic conditions in the country, and it's estimated almost 90% of Australians will suffer from some form at some point in their lives.
Now, for many, the condition can be crippling with medication needed to manage the pain, but it's only a short-term solution to a very complex problem, with some medications creating more issues and even damaging vital organs. Well, clinical nutritionist Sarah Lorenzo joins us now. Morning to you, Sarah. But nutrition can actually help us with back pain.
So nutritional studies and research shows that what you eat will definitely impact you are what you eat when it comes to back pain. So foods need to be anti-inflammatory, and they also need to be rich in antioxidants as well as omega-3s. So I want to look over here at the first podium. The foods to include are things like your olive oil, which is rich in oleocanthal, which is similar to turmeric. So turmeric also has curcumin in it. So both of those two have been linked to having the same response in the human body as ibuprofen. Ginger's another great anti-inflammatory, as well as sweet potato and carrots. They've got the vitamin A in them and the beta-carotene. But as well, other anti-inflammatory foods to include are things like your fatty fish, as well as nuts, as well as avocado. And then things like cherries and grapes, well, they're really rich in your antioxidant support, but they also contain, the grapes contain resveratrol, and that resveratrol is actually also linked to pain relief as well. So they're my top picks of foods to include when you're managing back pain.
Love what is it?
Resveratrol.
Resveratrol.
Yeah,
say that 3 times fast. Resveratrol.
No,
I was just trying to learn as we go. One of the things that I love about you and your area of expertise in this nutrition realm, Sarah, one of my personal favourites is when you incorporate what I call stealth health. Okay? It's healthy things that can be fun. For example, what is a cookie? Is this a healthy cookie?
So what I've done is I've made some pain relief cookies. So some of the ingredients that I've already showcased, things like carrot, turmeric, ginger, as well as I've put oat in there, and it's my anti-inflammatory pain relief biscuit that can be enjoyed. Matt, how are you going there?
Pain relief. Maybe you need these working with me,
they're very medicinal. They're completely medicinal, and they're just a creation that I've made for people who really are suffering from chronic back pain, and they want to have a cup of tea, they want to relax, they want to enjoy something nice. So why not have
that compares
cookie?
Pretty well with the traditional cookie.
Yeah, and I put a little bit of maple syrup in there, which is also an anti-inflammatory, and some carrot as well.
I've always heard of pain relief cookies being full of other ingredients, but that one looks delicious.
What are you referring to, Monique?
Well, did you say there's turmeric in there?
There's turmeric.
Oh, there you go. You've got it in. OK, now, what else have you got for us on the next podium?
So what I want to showcase is all of the foods that are going to create inflammation. And inflammation is what drives chronic pain, back pain, but it will also drive things like dementia. So it's foods here that are things like you've got that are really high in sugar, they've got artificial sweeteners in them, they're highly processed, they're highly refined, there's next to no nutrients in them, and they will create, as I said, inflammation and drive disease states.
So what should we be having to help with, say, dementia? So you keep eating.
So foods to include with dementia so managing dementia and the foods that I'm going to showcase will lower your risk, your progression, and even the development of dementia. And food really is medicine when I'm talking about the ones I'll showcase here. So it's things like having a cup of leafy greens every day. It's having some berries in the mid-morning and maybe nuts in the afternoon. Lots of grains, 2 to 3 serves throughout the day. Enjoying some protein with your salmon there, as well as the chicken. But there were some recent studies that came out that actually showcased, Matt, you're going to love this, that people who had soy products, in particular tofu, had 50% less incidence of brain lesions, which was linked to dementia.
You're saying I'm at risk of a brain lesion if I don't eat tofu?
I'm just encouraging you to...
Even that, which is really motivating, would not be enough for me to have tofu.
To make you eat tofu.
I know.
Eat the rest of that. It's interesting, looking at that podium, I've been on Sarah's program for about 3 months, and it's all the stuff.
Basically what you would be enjoying.
The great case of the disappearing Monique.
Yeah. Why don't you speak for yourself?
Exceptional cookie.
Thank you, but it's also really important to remember that when you're making these nutritional changes, getting a plan in place, writing down a list, setting out your menu, and remembering that the key to success is preparation.
Thank you, Sarah.
As she always tells us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We'll put all the details on our website.